Hello everyone, my name is Jules and welcome back to Let's Play Twilight Princess, only you are not being welcomed back because this is the first episode. The last episode was the last episode of Donkey Kong, and this episode is the first episode of Twilight Princess HD, and you know that because you are watching it. And I'm going to start a new file, and I always name my character the default, and we can name our horse, and our horse will be Epona. So, Twilight Princess HD has Hero Mode, which the original one did not have, and I kind of want to do a almost 100% run. I'm probably not going to get all of the Miiverse stamps. I will be getting a lot of them, not all of them. This is a thing that this game added in the HD version, since the Wii and GameCube didn't have Miiverse. However, I kind of want to try finishing the Cave of Shadows. I never actually finished it, and, well, there's no way that I can do it on Hero Mode. So I'm going to be doing everything on Hero Mode except for the Cave of Shadows, which I will be doing on my last playthrough, which was done on normal mode. So, without further ado, let's go in. Tell me, do you ever feel a strange sadness as dusk falls? They say it's the only time when our world intersects with theirs. The only time we can feel the lingering regrets of the spirits who have left our world. That is why loneliness always pervades the hour of twilight. But enough talk of sadness. I have a favor to ask you, Link. I was supposed to deliver something to the royal family of Hyrule the day after tomorrow. Yes, it was a task set to me by the mayor. But would you go in my stead? I've never heard someone talk like that. You have never been to Hyrule, right? Yeah, so that swordsman wants us to do all of his chores because, I mean, we're the protagonist, and if we're not gonna get it done, no one else can. So, you have never been to Hyrule, right? In the kingdom of Hyrule, there is a great castle, and around its castle town, a community far bigger than our village, and far bigger than Hyrule is the rest of the world the gods created. But we won't be going to it because, I mean, that would be going out of bounds, and I don't know why I'm telling this joke because it's not very good. You should look upon it with your own eyes. It's getting late. We should head back to the village. I will talk to the mayor about this matter. And everything is so pretty because it's all in HD. Yeah, when I first saw the trailers for this game, like, my laptop is only in 720p. And my TV is in 1080, so like when I actually bought this game and played it for myself, I was just so stunned by how pretty the game looked and how like this looks so much better than the trailers, which already made an amazing looking game look even better. And it's so pretty. Hey, Link, you there? Hey, you don't mind helping me herd the goats? Kinda wanted to give him like a little southwestern accent. Southwestern cowboy accent, I should say. I have cousins from Arizona, and they do not sound anything like that. They ain't listened to me lately. Hey, where's Epona? Oh, and by the way, if you have this accent, I should just apologize right now. If you want me to stop, I will. I'm having so much fun voicing this character.
Hey!
Come on, hurry up and bring Epona with you. And we have to wait. Oh yeah, something I should mention. So, hero mode is flipped, and for most people, that would be their normal. But I never actually have played the Wii version. I always had the GameCube version, and so I'm used to it being, I guess, technically normal, but flipped for most people. And so I'm going to be playing this game flipped for the first time. I have only played one other Zelda game flipped before, and that was the first half of Ocarina of Time 3D in Master Quest. And I get turned around in that game all the time. Oh, hi Link. I washed Epona for you. And over here we have Saria 2.0. Her real name is Ilia. So she is the love interest of this game, and Epona works really hard, so I thought she deserved a treat. Oh, but hey, listen, Link, could you do something for me? Could you use a piece of grass and play that song for me, you know, the one that Epona likes? So every time you see this horseshoe-shaped grass, you can pick it up and press A, and then you get to play Epona's song, and Epona will come rushing towards you. And okay, that is the second time that I have gotten turned around by having everything flipped. Oh, that's gonna get so annoying, but it's gonna feel, the world's gonna feel slightly fresher. Like, I have played this game dozens of times before. I did play this game right when it came out. It came out late in 2006, and I played it early in 2008. But I have played this game at least a dozen times. Whether it's even if it's the GameCube version or the Wii U version, because I never played the Wii version, and I mentioned that earlier. So we can go over here. There is that guy who wanted us to do his chores for him. And if we go over here, we can go to our day job that we don't get paid for. That was run by the cowboy guy, who I just made a cowboy because I made up a very stereotypical cowboy accent for him that I don't even know if it is a cowboy accent because I've actually never heard one. This is just what I imagine cowboys to sound like. I'm gonna backflip off our horse, and yeah, that is something that I should mention. Sorry to get you in such a hurry, Link. These guys have been awful skittish lately. They won't listen to a word I say, and I was interrupting you, but I needed to say the things that's clearly really important. Sorry to ask, bud, but how about you and Epona herd him into the barn real quick? We ain't got much time, so you think you can do it for me? And no, I was in the middle of explaining a way to fast dismount and you interrupted me, you imbecile. I'm betting that with you two helping out, it'll be done in no time. Just say the word and I am having a hard time reading. Something that I should mention, I mentioned this briefly in Donkey Kong 64. It's very, very probable that I have dyslexia and I am terrible at reading aloud. Although it should be better in this game because Donkey Kong 64 had auto-scrolling text, this game does not. Yeah, so if you hold R or Z, R, it is ZR, right? Yeah, ZR, I had to look at the back of my controller to remember. You can duck and dismount, and it's a lot faster than doing it normally. And now we are actually going to do our job that we don't get paid for. Link, Epona, I'm awful sorry to have to ask y'all to do this for me. I tell you, though, these scamps won't listen to a word I say, so I think I've already read this. And I think we just get on a horse and have to talk to him then. Come here, cowboy person who is not actually a cowboy or ranch owner. You're ready to start herding these goats? Okay, fine. We'll do your dirty work. Although I actually really like this minigame, which is something that a lot of people really hate. Much obliged there, bud. Okay, listen. Go and herd these little scamps in the barn for me. I kind of wonder what that accent actually sounds like. I'm probably going to be cringing really hard when I edit. Yeah, so... Oh my... Get in, you goat! I was about to say that basically what you do is you just take a bunch of goats at once and you try and get them near the door and then they will just go in, except for that one goat. Okay, I thought that you were going to go out and that goat just went all the way to the other side of the barn. And I just want to say something. Now, last year I watched Steven and Mal's old playthrough of Twilight Princess, and I used to be so horrible at herding goats, but like Steven plays on his first time ever herding goats, he found pretty much the best strategy that I've ever seen, and he herded them all in like a minute. And I had been playing this game for like 8 years at that point, so let's just say I used to be really bad at herding goats. Link, Epona, much obliged to both of y'all. I can cover everything tomorrow without having to trouble you, so just sit back and relax, bud. Oh, but how about today? Want to practice jumping the fences? Just wait a spell, bud, and I'll get the fences up. Ooh, sorry that took so long. Okay then. Y'all ride all you want. Y'all get tired of riding, just jump to the gate and go to the village. I didn't actually read what you said, but yeah, we can jump fences if we run into it. Well, having our horse go fast from pressing A to dash, only we were at the edge, and you cannot jump a fence at the edge, and I kind of wonder if you can jump it at an angle. Okay, good, you can. Yeah, I'm used to the whole Ocarina of Time controls, because you do jump fences a lot in that game, and not so much in this one. It's a lot more strict. And yeah, we will save. Okay. And yeah, we can press down to open up our collection screen. And... Hey, wake up, Link! It's morning already! And those were the kids, one of which I'm going to give a very impatient, bratty little kid voice. And if we go outside, we can meet our impatient, bratty little kid. Okay, I'm just gonna jump off. Oh, Link, did you hear? You're not a cowboy, the other guy's a cowboy. I'm just used to the fake southern accent. They're selling a slingshot at the store right now. A slingshot! I wonder how powerful it is. I need it. I must try it. Oh, that kind of hurt my throat a bit. Talo, if you and Malo want it so badly, just buy it at my parents' shop. Do you see any rupees in my hand? I can't afford a thing like that. Come on, Beth. Can't you just loan it to us for a while? You know I'd get in trouble for that. If you want it, save up your allowances or something. But our allowances are terrible. Aw, I wish I was born in a family with a slingshot instead of a water wheel. So, that kid there is Talo, and my cat is meowing, but I don't think you'll be able to hear it. So this bratty little kid here is Talo, and this kid here is Malo, and I did not realize until my practice playthrough, but Talo and Malo their names are based off of characters from Ocarina of Time named Talon and Malon. Although, actually now that I think of it, Ocarina of Time was the 5th game in the series, and the 4th game had Marin and Terran. So they're actually based off of Marin and Terran. I cannot believe that. I'm just realizing that now. And over here, all by his lonesome self, is Colin. Hi Link, I finished the fishing rod I was making. I thought I'd give it to you first thing in the morning, but my dad said, you'll just wait until Link comes and gets it. That's why I didn't bring it to you. Dad's out today, so would you ask my mom about it? I think she's by the river. So anyway, this has been Truly Outrageous Jewels, and in the next episode we are going to be running around collecting rupees for a slingshot and getting a fishing rod. It's exactly as exciting as it sounds. This game starts off very slow. But I will see you all then. Goodbye.